Okay, I want to make a shift. I want to talk about you. Because we love Rodney, but I want to talk about you. Now, one of the things I love about you, I was reminded of that
with the shout out.
with just recently, because you and somebody else I like that's up and coming. You did a shout out for Miss Tabitha Brown on Instagram about some
Yes.
was it some hors d'oeuvres that she made.
Yes, some deviled eggs, baby.
Deviled
Yeah.
eggs, yeah, because
Yes.
she's obviously she's a vegan cook, excellent and just fun to watch. Just kind of cut from the same cloth as you, that your auntie or your grandmama kind of warmth you get from her. Well,
I'm the aunt that's going to drink dog liquor. Tabitha going to have some more. Okay?
right, right,
Okay?
which
I'm the
I,
aunt that's going to say all the spicy words.
right,
Tabitha going to praise God. But
right,
we
right.
love the same way.
But y'all love the same way. They feel that love in the same room. My point though is, you saw, and we, of course, from what you just talked about, we can see the love in you. But you showed the greatest love. You didn't just say a shout out to her. You did the way you did the video. I, it was just heartwarming. Besides comedic, how you brought it out. You took time to develop it and walk it through. I was like, look at these skills at work in just a simple video, and then you gave her some overwhelming love. It reminds me of the story when you talk about how you met Patty LaBelle for the first time, and you would like the 301st person in line, and she had hugged everybody for 2 hours after singing for 2 hours, and she hugged everybody in the line as though she was showing them pure love. And then when she got to you, at 301, she showed you the same love that she showed the person at number one. And,
Yes.
and I feel like when you did that video, it was like you were giving her a hug or showing that love. Actually, every time I see your interviews, you in comedy, you it's like you exuding, or you exploding with love. And that's why one of the reasons I was dying to sit down with you,
Right, right.
so that can come out, and we could say, we could, and it could be seen, and we'd be a part of showing that. So
Thank you.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because I was gonna say most people, and I know we ain't got to a whole lot of questions yet either, but but most most people like to talk. I know when they talk about Monique, they want to talk about an era of 2009 and 2010. They want to stay in that space and then move forward from there. I wanted to go back to when you did a comedic routine. It was, I call it the classics, because you had Ricky Smiley, oh God, Tracy Morgan, and I can't remember. It was two other comedy, Batcher, I think it was. But anyway, you came up to the mic and you hit one of these numbers. And, and did the joke where you blew the talking about how old he was. He was old as dirt, and you blew pot at your hand, and of course everybody went crazy. If you hadn't seen the YouTube video of it, you got to see it. I'm not doing it justice, but can you tell us, like, talk to us about, I guess where you came from up to now, and I guess a brief journey, because I could talk about the Parkers in 1999. You know what I'm saying? Because that, of course, that event happened before the Parkers, or before first of Moesha, the Parkers. We go down the history, but I like for you to kind of tell, parts of your journey. I don't want to deal on the 2009, because I think people had to grow and they developed. There were things that you did, the great accomplishments before 2009 and 10. You know what I'm saying? I think, but tell us some of your journey.
That's the part of the business that when you see people that have longevity, when you see the ones and you say, wow, it seemed like they were just overnight.
Right.
Because some are just overnight. So there's no longevity
Right.
in the business. And when I got into this business, I was a little girl dreaming. I was a little fat girl dreaming, and I've never stopped being that little fat girl dreaming. So the dream has never stopped from that first day to this day right here. So when y'all said to me, we're so honored to have you, well, y'all are part of my dream because I'm honored to be here. See, this was a part of it. This was, oh my God, one day people gonna want to talk to me.
Amen.
Well, y'all are those people.
Amen.
And that journey for me was, I never had a plan B. I never said, if this shit don't work, I can type, because I couldn't type. I never said, if this shit don't work, I'll be a salesperson, because I wasn't selling you shit. Because it's like, if I don't believe in this shit, I can't sell the shit.
Right.
So I knew that the universe had gifted me. And I wanted to be sure that I never took the gift for granted. So when you say, tell us about before 2009, if you talk to somebody that's been knowing me since I first got started, they will say to you, the first time Monique stepped on stage, it's still Monique stepping on stage, because I never took the people in front of me for granted.
Amen.
You know, being out there on that road as a Black woman back in the 90s, there were no cell phones. There was a pager, baby. There was no GPS.
Nope.
And I had a Ford Festiva 4 gears AM radio, so when that ass got out of reach of some music, I was a country rock listener. Okay, so now I can sing you some Led Zeppelin shit. I can sing it. There was no security. There was no hair and makeup. There was no wardrobe team. It was you. And it was you in this dream. And it was you saying, oh my God, one day the world will know my name. And you kept striving for that. So the journey before I got to where the world knew me, I was always a fighter. People that know me will tell you, because people say, oh, Monique just start acting like that because she won a trophy. No, baby, the niggas that know me know I will fight a nigga.
Right.
But only if I'm being mistreated.
Right.
Only if, and see, in this business, to be a Black woman and be a comedian, and at that time it was Monique, Samora, Adele, Laura Hayes, Cheryl Underwood, Montana Taylor, Melanie Camacho, and Wanda White, now Hope Flood. So, and then out of them, then you had the Queens. So it was this band of Black women that we knew this day would come, but we couldn't stop fighting in those days.
Right.
Like, there will be promoters that will tell you, listen, call 911, nigga, because you're playing with my money. So let's call the police now. Okay? And I'm not saying I'm gonna whip your ass. You might whip my ass, but let's call them, because ass whipping is going to happen if you don't have my $25, nigga. $25, I want it. So